HHS Eagle Media.
By students, for students.
Hey Eagles, this is Emma.
And I'm Scott.
Bringing you the latest Heritage news. By students, for students. So let's get started with a few announcements. Stay tuned for student interviews and an inside look in the DECA store.
Girls basketball. Those interested in trying out for the 2018-2019 season need to be registered and have an updated physical on file with the athletic office prior to tryouts. All tryouts will take place in HHS's main gym on Monday, November 12th from 3:45 to 6:45 p.m. and on Tuesday, November 13th from 3:45 to 7 p.m. Team assignments given / cuts made on Tuesday. There is a mandatory parent meeting from 6:30 to 8 p.m. in the 3rd floor lecture hall.
Ice hockey. The LPS ice hockey team is combined with players from Arapahoe, Heritage, Littleton, and Option. Tryouts will be held Monday, November 12th and Tuesday, November 13th at South Suburban Ice Arena from 3:55 to 5 p.m. For detailed information and registration, please see the Heritage/LPS Hockey website. If you have more questions or need more information, contact head coach Jeremy Sims.
Hey Heritage Eagles! Come to the next Sierra Leone club meeting after school on Tuesday, November 13th in room 3843 for initial discussion about the trip to Sierra Leone next summer and get to know some of the new club members. Come make new friends and be a part of something beyond our community, helping our sister school in West Africa. Miss Knight, Mr. Damon, and Miss Noth are the club sponsors. If you have any questions, please email Miss Knight.
Get involved! Botany Club is not only the best way to spend an afternoon, it is changing days. They will now meet every Tuesday after school in the greenhouse. No experience is necessary, only the willingness to have fun. See Mr. Rudolph or Miss Ferris in science with any questions.
12-week progress grades will be available in Infinite Campus beginning at 8 a.m. on Friday, November 16th. To view or print a 6-week report card, go to Reports.
Art shows. Healing Arts is presenting the annual LPS Student Art Expedition with an opening reception on Wednesday, November 14th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Littleton Adventist Hospital. HHS student Marissa Soray's grade 10 has her self-portrait drawing in the show this year. The show will run from November 14th through December 2018. All friends and family of HHS students are welcome to attend.
Do not forget to submit your second semester schedule correction changes using the schedule correction form located on the school forms page of the Heritage website by Friday, December 7th. Counselors will adjust schedules by Friday, December 21st. Please allow them time to work on this. In some cases, they are waiting for classes to open up due to other students adjusting their schedules.
A schedule change will be allowed for legitimate reasons such as seniors needing a class to graduate, student needs to meet minimum hour requirements, a student has been placed in the wrong level of class, students fails to meet a prerequisite of a class, and the student has been scheduled in 2 classes during the same period.
Next week is Thanksgiving break. There is no school from November 19th through the 23rd. Enjoy your time with family and friends.
We asked the student body what they are thankful for, and here is what they had to say.
I'm Danny Robles, graduating in 2020, and I'm thankful for the sports that I can play during my high school career.
My name is Rachel Merrill, and I'm thankful for the family that I have just because they're supportive and they're really nice to be around. And I'm also thankful for my friends because I'm just happy to surround myself with people who are positive.
I'm Peter Rogers. I graduate in 2021, and I'm thankful for my family and my friends.
I'm Madeline, and I'm a senior this year. I'll be graduating in 2019, and I'm thankful for my friends and family.
My name is Zoe. I'm thankful for my family.
My name is Maisie. I am graduating in 2019, and I am thankful for my parents who picked me up from school today because my car broke.
As you may or may not know, the DECA store has reopened. Here's an interview with the new sponsor, Mr. Runyon.
Yeah, my name is Brian Runyon. It's my first year teaching at Heritage and 6th year as a coach in the building. I teach the business classes, so marketing, sports marketing, the new entrepreneurship class incubator. I also teach accounting and personal finance. This is my 10th year as a teacher. I spent 5 years at Options High School, which is the alternative school for Littleton Public Schools. And then before that, I had 4 years in a school in Chicago. This is my first year doing DECA, but I did something very similar when I taught in Chicago. It was called BPA, Business Professionals of America, and it's a great experience. We did a Halloween day, we did a grand reopening earlier, and then we've done a lot of events like the showcase night, the parent-teacher conferences. So DECA requires, it's a national organization, and they actually require that you have to be in a business class the entire school year. What the students do is they run our store, they'll also do competitions. So we have our first one on December 3rd, and we'll go against Arapahoe, Littleton, Columbine, a lot of different schools in the area with the goal of if they do well there, they'll qualify for state. It's in different events like accounting, sports and entertainment marketing, entrepreneurship. So there's a lot of different business events, but it's more marketing heavy. Most of the competitions are two-part. You have a test that they'll take over, like a written test over whatever subject it is they're competing in, and then they'll do a role play. The role plays are either with a partner or individually, and it's like it'd be in a room like this with a judge, is what they call it, and the judge is basically doing the role play with you, and they take on a part as like a CEO or something like that. So the goal is to kind of simulate stuff for whatever subject they're taking the role play or the test in. Would be to simulate actual accounting or entrepreneurship kind of scenarios. Going forward, our next step is to have an actual set schedule when we're open. And it's great. Our leaders in DECA are in the process of setting up that schedule. The students, the goal of it is to be student run, and that's what we look for. So they would handle the inventory, the cash and the accounting side of it. And so that's the goal. Our big thing is getting set hours when it will be open going forward, and then we also want to include an online piece to it where there's an online store.
That's all we have for you today. Fly high, Eagles.
If you find yourself bored this Thanksgiving break with nothing to do, here are a few great movies you can see over break in theaters. Venom, the intense story of Eddie Brock, a reporter who becomes infected with an alien symbiote which grants him incredible powers. First Man, Ryan Gosling stars as Neil Armstrong in a film recounting the events of the Apollo program and the first moon landing, all seen through Armstrong's point of view. The Old Man and the Gun. This movie shows the unlikely story of a 70-year-old bank robber named Forrest Tucker and his string of heists that put the police in a tangled web of confusion and an old woman in love with him. Green Book. Follow the inspiring story of an incredibly talented pianist on a concert tour through the Deep South in 1962, as well as the unlikely friendship he makes with the man who comes along to protect him from the racism of the South. Bohemian Rhapsody. This movie is a celebration of the incredible band Queen and their lead singer, Freddie Mercury. This movie is all about the rise to fame of Queen, as well as the hardships they faced along the way to become one of the most beloved musical groups of all time. The Grinch. Illumination Entertainment brings the classic Dr. Seuss story to life once again, telling the tale of the mean old Grinch and his dog, who plot to steal Christmas from the joyful, Christmas-loving Who's, the Nutcracker and the Four Realms. Disney recreates the classic tale of the young girl Clara, who finds herself in a magical world with a Nutcracker soldier who comes to life. Robin Hood. Rediscover the thrill of robbing the rich to feed the poor with the new Robin Hood movie, in which Robin of Locksley mounts a revolt against the corrupt English crown. Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. The epic sequel to the first Fantastic Beasts movie, Crimes of Grindelwald pulls you back into the wizarding world, with Newt Scamander and Albus Dumbledore fighting together to stop Grindelwald's scheme of ruling over the non-magical world. These are just some of the movies that are out right now. Hopefully you can get out next week and enjoy some of them. Have a great break.